Hey guys, it's me again. This is my third break of the day. Had one in the morning, had one in the afternoon, and now this is my final one. It's like three something, close to four. But just wanted to take some time since I do have some free time. Want to make another video, another topic. I'm trying to make it a little bit more. I'll make something fun. Um, I think I've been talking about a lot of serious topics, but it's coming. Day's coming to the end, so it would be nice to kind of end it with something pretty cool. Nothing too draining. So for today, well, second topic of the day, let's talk about how do us men and female approach the opposite sex or even the same sex nowadays. There's nothing wrong. But how do you what are your signals that you're interested? What do you is it some sort of body language hint that you give in order to let them know, hey, I'm interested? Besides you telling them, hey, I'm interested and I want you. The obvious. But us men, I can speak for myself. We're very oblivious. I've been oblivious for many, many years. You could give me like 10 hints, and it'll just go over my head like nothing. And I know it could be frustrating for females, especially when they're putting their own game in there to try to get the men. But I'll give you guys a quick example, of my wife and I when I was 17, like 16, 17. I used to work at Associated Supermarket. I was a stock boy. I used to work aisle 5. It was a Goya aisle. And my wife used to work the register. And she used to always come down, up and down the aisle to talk to me. She always had go backs. I'm not sure if you guys remember what go backs are. These are items that people have left behind that now need to go back to where they belong, the aisles. So it just apparently, she would take everything from my aisle and she would have to put it back at the end of the night. So she would always be there, talk to me, we'd have nice conversations, and I was just thought it was just a friend. Didn't think anything of it. We were very opposites from each other, but opposites do attract, right? Um, but yeah, I couldn't didn't think anything of it at the time. She kept on coming, every single day. And then whenever she worked at the register and it got busy, us stock boys or stock men had to help them at the time and pack bags, because it would get really, really busy, especially on Saturdays at the supermarket. So of course she would call me over, well, not call me over. I would go to the front whenever my boss would tell me, "Hey, you guys got to go back," and then she would go like this, "Hey, come over here." So I would go to her register and I would help out, and of course I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was just very oblivious, and one day that we were there, she said, "Hey, here's my number. Let's talk, and you could take me out on a date." We were joking around at the time, so I didn't think it was. Though she was just joking, there was nothing was going to transpire from that. But next week came, she was like, "Yo, what's taking you so long to plan this date?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Didn't we talk about going on a date?" And I'm like, "Oh, a date." That's what you meant. So of course we went on the date, and fast forward to today, and we're still, you know, together. Um, we did have a break for a couple of years, and that happens when you get together at a young age. But we've grown from then, and just during that time that I had my, I call this single life, Cito's life. I was a hot mess. I had no idea. I was back in the dating pool and just didn't know how to begin dating. To be honest, I didn't do the dating sites like today. They have all these different types, Tinder, and I just can't name any others because I'm not really know what they are. But it seems like they're pretty helpful for people that really have a very busy life. I probably would have been doing that if that was available at the time. The time all I had was Facebook. What was the other site? I can't even think about it. It was like so old, right before Facebook. You could make videos and all that stuff. Put music to your page. Can't think about it. It's that old. So that's all I needed at the time, and I went on a few dates, and honestly, I had no clue that females were attracted um, to me because I just was really oblivious unless they told me, "Hey, I really like you." I had no clue. They could give me 10 hints, and it would just go over my head. I know a lot of you men also. You guys can relate because us men, unless you tell us directly, then we're not gonna know. That's straight facts. So for me, now that I fast forward now and thinking about, when I was the dating, pool, um, I missed out on a lot of opportunities because now I remember I used to get a lot of messages, just really random messages asking, "Hey, I know you're really social, outgoing. What's the best place? How do you get there? Blah, blah, blah. Maybe we can meet up." And I didn't think nothing. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's here. Blah, blah. All I would do was do Google. And I didn't think it was that they were interested in anything else. But now that I'm kind of, little bit wiser, I can see that they had their own agenda or game. And then there was other hints as well. That now that I can think about it, but us men were very, very oblivious. So, ladies, I know it's frustrating, and you ladies, I think, tend to get the hints a lot quicker than us men. But yeah, share it. Let them know. Especially the younger men that are out there that are still kind of confused what these hints are. But put it on the comments, or just share it on your own thing. Share the video and share some type of hints.